Have you ever wanted to build your own website but felt that coding was too difficult or would take months to learn? What if I told you that today, you can create a complete website without writing even a single line of code? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that using GitHub Copilot. Whether you're a complete beginner or someone who has never opened a code editor before, don't worry. I'll explain every single step, from downloading the required software to creating a fully working website with AI. By the end of this video, you'll see how powerful AI has become for web development. So let's get started. The first thing we need is a code editor called Visual Studio Code. If you don't already have it installed, don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to get it. I'm opening Microsoft Edge, searching for Visual Studio Code, and clicking on the official Microsoft website. Always make sure you download it from the official Microsoft website so you get the latest, safest, and most up-to-date version. Now I'll click the download button and wait for the installer to finish downloading. Depending on your internet speed, this may take a few seconds or a couple of minutes. While it's downloading, let me tell you something. If you've never written code before, that's completely fine. This tutorial is designed for beginners, and I'll explain every step in a simple way so you can follow along without getting confused. Now that the installer has finished downloading, let's open it. The installation process is very straightforward. Just keep the default settings, click Next, then install and wait for the installation to finish. Once it's done, click Finish and Visual Studio Code will open. Now we're ready to create our first AI-powered project. I'll open File Explorer and create a new folder. I'm going to name this folder Calculator because that's the project we'll be building today. Now I'll open the Calculator folder. Click on the address bar at the top of File Explorer, type CMD and press Enter. This opens command prompt directly inside the Calculator folder, so we don't have to navigate through different folders manually. It's a simple trick, but it saves a lot of time, especially when you're working on multiple projects. Now inside command prompt, type code, and then press Enter. The word code tells your computer to launch Visual Studio Code, and the dot simply means to open the current folder. If you've never used this command before, don't worry. It's one of the most useful commands you'll learn as a beginner. After pressing Enter, give Visual Studio Code a few seconds to load. And there we go. Visual Studio Code has opened with our Calculator project already loaded. Now we're ready to begin. The first thing we need to do is create our project files. I'll create a new file called index.html. This file will contain the structure of our calculator. Next, I'll create another file called style.css. This file will control the colors, layout, spacing, fonts, and the overall design of our calculator. Normally, this is where developers begin writing HTML and CSS manually. For a simple calculator, you might have to write dozens or even hundreds of lines of code. But today we're not going to write any code ourselves. Instead, we're going to let AI do all the work. Now comes the most exciting part of this tutorial. I'm opening GitHub Copilot inside Visual Studio Code. GitHub Copilot is an AI coding assistant that can generate code from simple instructions written in plain English. Instead of spending time writing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript ourselves, we'll simply describe the project we want. I'll type a prompt asking GitHub Copilot to create a modern, fully functional calculator using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now GitHub Copilot is analyzing the request and generating all the necessary code automatically. This usually takes a few moments, so I'll skip this loading part to save some time. And there it is. Without writing a single line of code ourselves, GitHub Copilot has generated the entire calculator. It created the HTML structure, designed the interface with CSS, and added JavaScript to make every button work correctly. Let's run the project and see the result. As you can see, we now have a fully functional calculator with a clean white theme. Every button works exactly as expected. We can enter numbers, perform calculations, and use it just like a real calculator. And the best part is that we didn't write any of this code ourselves. That's the power of AI. Now let's improve the design even further. Instead of editing the code manually, I'll simply ask GitHub Copilot to convert this calculator into a modern dark theme. Again, I don't need to touch the code. I just describe the changes I want in plain English. GitHub Copilot understands the request and starts updating the project automatically. It's modifying the existing code, changing the colors, improving the styling, and giving the calculator a completely different look, all automatically. After just a few seconds, the calculator has been completely redesigned. Now it has a beautiful dark theme with a modern and professional look, while keeping all of the original functionality. This shows how quickly AI can help you build and improve web projects. Whether you're a beginner learning web development or an experienced developer trying to save time, GitHub Copilot can make your workflow much faster and more productive. And that's it. In just a few minutes, we've downloaded Visual Studio Code, created a new project, opened it like professional developers do, created our project files, and built a fully functional calculator using GitHub Copilot without writing a single line of code ourselves. I hope this tutorial showed you how easy it has become to build websites with the help of AI. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because I'll be sharing more tutorials on AI-powered web development and other exciting projects very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.